where adulting unfolds, where
What is going on, Friends with Benefits? It's me. It's Scott. It's Darren. Nick is no longer with us this week. Nick is no longer with us this week. Do we have people watching? Because I changed the stream to
5 people watching.
Okay, cool. I changed the stream to unlisted instead of private. So I think private boots people out. Unlisted keeps them in. Okay, cool. Yeah. Slusky's in. Okay, cool. Got a really, really special show for you tonight. After Dark, we had originally set out for this show to be like an after bonus thing. It turned into something a lot deeper. We have a really, really important topic for tonight. Some people might be a little uncomfortable because, as Scott might say, the material might be dated, old-fashioned. Right, Scott?
Sure.
Wow. They were pretty quick to admit that.
I don't know what we're talking about. I'm looking for the information on the stream queue. We have to like open it on the computer or something. I don't know.
Can you do that when we're not live?
Sorry.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy that we're doing a Patreon exclusive. After
Sorry.
Dark, and you're just like, TikTok, 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 TikTok.
Is it still
Can't believe you
Patreon
said
exclusive?
that.
Or are you publishing it publicly?
This will be public. Yeah, this will be.
Okay.
It's streamed live for our subscribers, and it's public. Whoa. Oh! We have a special guest with us tonight.
Remy!
The legend is in the house.
The legend.
With the round table,
I had no
Basil-
idea you had those.
ladies and gentlemen, the Podfather himself, Remy,
I mean, I kind of like the legend better.
the legend. I guess on the main show, you're the Podfather. On After Dark, you could be the legend.
The legend.
The legend.
Sounds right.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine with me. We have a very heavy subject for you tonight, so we thought we'd bring on our resident. What would we call you?
Residential. I can't think of a name, man. I can't think of one.
You're the word guy.
Well, I'm the word guy, but I'm not sure, dude. I'm not sure.
We might have one or two more special guests here tonight, Scott. We might have one or two.
Before we get started, what else
We're
should we
already
drink?
started. This is a live show.
Yeah, this is live.
What I'm
You
saying.
want to be on a live show like radio? This is it.
Well, besides drinking Red Stripe, I mean, I also have Blue Moon and Bud Light. What else should I be drinking tonight?
Mix them all together, Remy.
Oh hell no, dude! I am not getting. Well, I am off tomorrow, so I could get blackout tonight. So
There we go. 3 beers will black
There we
you out.
go,
That's
there we
good to
go.
know.
no, hold on. That
Oh, your $300 bottle of Patron.
or Cabo,
You almost drank all of that.
dude. The Cabo is almost gone.
Yeah, I can see that.
Chug
It's-
it, Remy.
Yeah, take a sip.
Chug it.
Remy, take a
Chug,
shot. Take a
chug,
shot, Remy.
Chug.
Come on. One shot.
Chug.
All right, hold on. Shot the Cabo.
Yep. Of the Cabo. Right from the
Not
bottle.
shot,
Right
the
from the bottle.
entire-
Yeah!
Holy shit!
No, I wanna see the
Remy!
bubbles.
Absolutely.
Gurgle it.
Yeah. Triple H it.
No, because it feels good.
Feels good.
Yeah.
You a serial killer, Remy?
Let's put it this way: tequila's water. I don't feel any burn right now.
You know what? The drunker Remy gets, the more sense he makes.
I like it.
Remy, don't cry. What's wrong?
Let's say I got a little stoned a little bit ago, so my eyes are a little watery.
Okay. What is Chris? This is a live podcast.
This will be fun.
What are we doing?
Hold on. We have more surprises for you. I'm sure he's just making sure the surprises are.
Oh, this is why I host the main episode. All right. If you're just joining us, welcome to No New Friends After Dark. Or during dark. You know, who knows? Chris is actually the host of this, but he forgot that this is a live program. This is not a edited podcast. There is no editing to this. It's just live on the YouTube. Yeah. Now, if you're watching this on replay, that means that you may not be a subscriber or a Patreon member or a TikTok subscriber. So make sure you do that. That way you can watch this live and you can see everything live and interact with us, chat with us, etc., etc.
Hit that button. Hit that button.
At this point, with as long as Chris has been on the phone, Emily better have had her water break. That's,
oh my gosh.
I'd be sad. We finally got this all planned out, and then you had to be like, all right, I gotta go.
That would be fine.
I gotta go. I gotta go to the hospital like right now.
Less time with Remy is better.
Great. That means I'm gonna finish the entire bottle of tequila tonight. Yay.
Go for it. Remy, if you finish the entire bottle of tequila while we're doing After Dark, you have an open invitation to any episode you want. Oh, now what?
Oh,
I feel like
man.
I feel
Damn,
like this is like,
this is a challenge. This is a challenge on NNF.
I feel like this is like the main event, and people keep coming in. Like, where's everybody's water?
The WrestleMania.
Wow, this is
This is WrestleMania right here.
This is still a mystery of who this is. Does it say who it is?
We got roll.
It does not say who it is.
Chris, it's a blank screen, but this is a Royal Rumble NNF.
Yeah,
right
yeah. Every 3 minutes, somebody new comes in.
It's like every 2 minutes. Well,
And then also, every 3 minutes, somebody enters the room as well.
Oh God, the sophisticated Trebek.
Oh, so we got some.
Wait a second.
Yeah.
Surprise,
What I think it's gonna
motherfucker.
I don't know. If it's what you think it's gonna be, what do you think it's gonna be?
He worked very hard on NNF Jeopardy.
But that would mean, yeah, this was supposed to air like last year or so.
Right.
So that was when it was me, you, and Mary.
Okay.
So that means we need someone
One more
else to
person.
participate in Jeopardy. So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the podcast, Mary. She's hold on. I'm just fucking with you. Hey.
Oh, he's checking his pulse. He's checking his pulse right now.
Okay, so we're still live on the YouTube.
Yeah.
How's
Scott is still alive, so he had to check his little pulse
Barely,
there for a
barely,
second. So he's good.
Barely. All right, Remy.
Yeah, man.
What are your guilty pleasures on TikTok? Like, we talk a lot about TikTok. I love TikTok. What are
Right.
your guilty pleasures? What will you watch longer than anything else, and you don't necessarily want people to know about it?
I am constantly watching on TikTok. I watch these guys who mix drinks together, and they come with these different drinks ideas for.
So bartenders.
Yeah, for like different local bartenders here in Florida. They come up with some different drinks for their bars, and I'm like constantly watching like every about an hour and a half when I get a break from work. So
Okay. Darren, what's your guilty pleasure on TikTok?
I'm not a weirdo. I don't have a guilty pleasure on TikTok. Actually, no, that's a lie. I was telling you about this today. Actually, my new obsession is I'm on Spud Talk. So there's these two British food trucks that just sell potatoes, and it's like fancy potatoes. They've a really popular one for both of them. And I guess this is like maybe it's a popular thing. I'm a very picky eater, but it's cheese and beans. So it's a potato, butter, a bunch of cheese, and a bunch of beans on it. And just watching them make it is just very entertaining to me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, I know for me and Chris, it's Kelsey Ray NPC.
Yeah,
So-
she's starting to pop up on mine.
Because I keep sending you her live
Keep
every time she's live. So Kelsey Ray, NPC, and you can actually see her on YouTube as well. She acts out the gifts, but she's like an NPC from a video game. And for those of you who don't know what an NPC is, it's a non-player character. So it's just someone that kind of walks around and repeats themselves. But she's got the music. There he is. Sophisticated gentleman, how are you?
Oh, that was quite a journey to get on here, but I'm doing better. How about y'all?
Your audio sounds great.
Yeah, you sound
Yeah,
great.
it does.
Does?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Wow.
Chris, good to see you again.
Good to
Remy,
see you.
It's been great. I know we recorded Saturday. Good to see you. Darren, wonderful to meet you. Screw you, Scott.
Yeah, nice to meet you.
Oh wow! Red blue. Screw you! Wow.
So before we get started here, a little bit of background.
Well,
Darren.
before you get started
Oh,
on your
wow.
background,
Oh.
I have to say something to Sophisticated Gentleman real quick. So
Oh,
I was
damn.
I'm watching season 1 of this show, Once Upon a Time. Okay, and it's one of my favorite shows. It was an ABC show.
Oh, really? You're a fan of Once Upon a Time?
Oh, I love it.
Really?
The plan
You've
was
never
I was
mentioned
going to
that
do
on
an episode of
Disney
this
a
series.
million times.
Wait, what? I didn't hear it.
You mention that every time you're on Diz's.
Okay. got
Anyways,
it.
go
I
on,
get
go
the
on.
joke.
I
I
want
get
to hear
the
what you're
joke.
saying.
So in season 1, there's an episode where they're focusing on the 7 dwarfs, and one of them, Stealthy. I had to pause it because I'm like, wait a second, I didn't know Sophisticated Gentleman was an actor. Because I was like, Darren, he looks like Sophisticated Gentleman.
There's a Nerd Archive podcast where Lewis and Sarah told a story about the same thing. They went on a tour in St. Augustine, and the tour guide apparently looked and sounded just like me, according to them.
That's funny. That's funny.
So there are little doppelgangers of me like running around.
Just a
around the world.
clone.
It's a terrifying thought.
Oh, Sophisticated Gentleman has Hot Indian in his background.
He does. No, that's real indie.
Okay. You can't tell. His face is all whited up. Anyway, for those who don't know what's about to go down, Darren, this is all Darren's idea. So Sophisticated Gentleman, you can thank Darren for this finally being published.
The wise man himself.
About how many years ago, Scott, did you ask Sophisticated Gentleman to make a Jeopardy game for No New Friends?
Whenever you guys did it on Disney,
It was 2 years ago, probably.
Yeah,
I guess
yeah,
you would
yeah.
know
It
more
would
than
actually,
us.
it would be 16 months, 2 weeks, and 1 day.
There you have it. So for that long, Sophisticated Gentleman has been waiting in the shadows to host a game of Jeopardy.
In fairness, I never knew when Mary was going to actually be there, so I couldn't commit to anything.
That is
And then
kinda fair.
honestly, I forgot.
That's fair. You're honest. Honesty is the best policy. So Darren's been messaging me for probably a month now, and I just kept forgetting to ask Sophisticated Gentleman to do it. And then he kept emphasizing the message every Wednesday. And today I was like, oh my gosh, let me just shoot him a text. And texted right back. And here we are. And we did not tell Scott. We did not tell Scott Remy was going to be here. We did not tell Scott that Sophisticated Gentleman was going to be here. Now, finally, Jeopardy! At enough
I
edition.
should also mention you didn't tell me until 3 p.m. So for the past hour and a half, I've been trying to fix things. The PowerPoint's not fully updated. Like, this is only partially operational, so I'm very excited to see how this goes. I was
I
able
couldn't
to
be any
update
more
some
excited.
things. I wasn't able to update everything. So this will be fun.
In true After Dark fashion.
So, without any further ado, your name's Trebek, so you're hosting the rest of this, Sophisticated Gentleman.
Alrighty. So, down in... Is there a chat? There is a chat. I'm going to put in a link. Remy and Chris, you've done this before on His and Remy's
Yes.
Roundtable.
Of
Everyone's going to have a
course.
phone on them. This is going to be buzzer.
We have to do it on the phone. What?
We could do it on
buzz
the.
in on your phone.
You could
yeah.
do
Or
it
you can
on
your
the
computer as
computer if
well.
you have it on the screen too, or
You
a-
can't.
You're just going to want to
buzz.
make it split screen so that
Yeah.
you can read the clue on the screen.
yeah. Just make sure you can buzz in.
So I'm doing join game.
Yeah, you're going to click on join game. I'm going to give you a code in a moment here.
Okay.
It's going to be in the chat.
Oh, I'm just gonna go on my phone then. Yeah.
Yeah, you can do it. It's
Yeah.
easier on your phone. I will say, Remy has mastered the ability of the quick reflex. He was buzzing in first on almost every clue in the game that we played for Remy's Roundtable. Now, was he correct every time? Not necessarily. But
Nope.
Remy's got reflexes.
All right, cool. All right, got my in the game.
Excellent. I see the host. I see Scumbag. Is Scumbag Chris or Scott?
Actually, it should be the other way around for After Dark, I guess.
All right, I see the legend and the wise man. This feels like a cult, but I love it. All right, I'm going to have everybody go ahead and try to buzz in right now. We're going to make sure everybody's buzzers are working. All right, excellent. Should be pretty straightforward. As far as the general rules of Jeopardy go, before we go ahead and get started, responses must be in the form of a question. If they're
Okay.
not in the form of a question, then it's not going to be considered correct. For a person, you can provide a last name. You don't need to provide a first name. That's perfectly fine. If it's a character, last name or first name, you can have both. You can have one, you can have the other. Doesn't matter to me. I just need some kind of identifier if it's a character. Daily doubles, you have the ability to wager a certain amount, all of your money. I will let you know about that. It's an exhibition game, so there is no real money associated with it.
Damn it.
Trying to remember if there's anything else since I didn't have the time to write out all the rules today. I think that's it. Oh,
I'm
and
so
if you want
excited.
a score update at any point, let me know. I was going to try to master how I was going to calculate the scores for this, and then I didn't have time in the hour and a half.
Remy, don't cheat.
Trust me, Scott, if you'd been there for the Remy's Roundtable one, you would know that Remy doesn't cheat at Jeopardy.
No, I am like I said, the word says it all. The legend. So there you go.
2 words.
Legend.
All right, let's go ahead and get started. It's going to be probably relatively loud, so fair warning. Also, I can't see y'all's cameras.
This is incredible.
Something's supposed to be happening.
Not
I
yet.
think so.
No, not yet.
Y'all not hear it?
Oh no, no,
No.
you didn't start the slideshow. I
Yeah,
don't
you have to
think.
share your sound.
No.
Wait, what?
The
We
slideshow
don't
didn't
hear
Go to
start. We just
share, you have to select share sound also.
see
One
the
at a time.
layout. Yeah, we just see the actual PowerPoint application.
Oh, son of a gun. Let's try that again.
Sorry, we'll cut this.
Now, if we used a normal platform like Zoom,
If I would have known, we could have done Zoom tonight.
Oh my god.
that's okay. That's it. Here we go. I think I should
Put
be
it
able
on
to
us.
configure this
Just put it
now.
on us. For
All right,
having
again,
some-
watch your eardrums. Whoa.
Perfect.
All right, now.
There we go.
From the Alex Trebek stage at
This
Sony
is
Pictures
amazing.
Studio, this is Jeopardy! Please welcome today's contestant.
A professional fat man from Orlando, Florida. USA. A nursing student from Orlando, Florida. And our two-time loser of the game, Chris Yob.
All right, so clearly I didn't have the opportunity to update that. But I'd like to remind people, we've got 2 veterans of the game. We've got Remy, who ended up in the negative when he played on Remy's Roundtable. We had Chris, who lost both the Diz His Patreon version and the Diz His version. And then we've got Darren and Scott, both of whom are newcomers. So I think everyone's on a relatively even playing field. We'll see if Chris can make third time a charm. Without further ado, let's get into the Jeopardy round. Our first category is Universal Classics.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Potent Potables. Who's keeping score? World Showcase. Waiting, waiting, waiting. And monogrammed Disney characters, which is a reference to a response that Chris had on the Diz His version of this game, and this would have been way funnier if we'd played this game closer in proximity to the Disney version.
God.
All right, I didn't get to update the PowerPoint, apparently, from when I was selecting clues, so this one is actually available. But, Chris, since you lost the game twice, we'll let you start out.
All right, let's go World Showcase for 400.
The Mexico Pavilion features a slow boat ride starring this group of Disney characters, originally featured together in a 1944 film. All right, Remy.
Who
voted
are the
first.
who are the three caballeros?
That is correct.
Kinda.
Old pronunciation, but we don't judge on pronunciation. But only spelling. So that is correct. Remy.
I can't do a Mexican accent now, so come on.
All right, Remy, choose our next category without being racially insensitive.
Damn it, I need my shot tequila first. So let's go ahead and do Universal Classics for 200.
Thank you for stepping
Perfect.
that. I appreciate you. Christopher Lloyd famously played this character in 1985's Back to the Future, as well as in its 2 sequels. Chris.
Who is Doc Brown?
That is correct. Well done.
I don't think it's taking my.
Yeah, it is not saying that you may have buzzed in too slow because it ended up locking as soon as because I got Chris and Darren for that.
Okay.
All right, Chris, select next category.
Let's do Potent Potables for 200.
The best spin fizz at Oga's Cantina includes Solon carbon dioxide, more commonly known by this name. Darren.
What is dry ice?
That is correct. Well done.
Yeah.
All right, Darren, where are we headed?
Let's do Universal Classics 1000.
Oh, big money.
In 1973, Universal released this film reuniting Paul Newman and Robert Redford that would eventually win the Oscar for Best Picture. Remy.
What is Gone with the Wind?
That is very much incorrect. Scott.
What is Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid?
That's a damn fine guess, but unfortunately that was the original time that Robert Redford and Paul Newman were
Damn.
That is incorrect. Any other takers on that question?
Absolutely not. I'll take that as a win.
Boop, boop, boop.
That would be The Sting,
Sting.
from 1973. that
Oh,
won
man.
Best Picture in between the 2 Godfather films of 72 and 74.
SG, when did Gone with the Wind win Best Picture?
1939.
It's way freaking off. Okay.
All right, Darren, the board is still yours.
Let's do Who's Keeping Score 600.
The Disney film this score appears in.
Oh gosh.
Darren.
What is Fantasia?
That is incorrect, I'm afraid. Remy.
What is Toy Story?
That is also incorrect, I'm afraid. Any other guesses? It would be from 2013. Frozen.
Really?
It was in 8th grade, actually, when that released. Good times. All right, and Darren, the board is still yours.
Let's do Waiting, Waiting, Waiting 200, please.
From the queue for the Jungle Cruise, one can hear skipper Albert Awol state that confrontations with this animal may lead to pointed confrontations. Chris.
What is a rhinoceros?
That is correct. Well done.
Ah.
All right, Chris, where are we headed?
Let's go monogram Disney characters for 2.
Pantsless and Angry, DFD. You are naming the character. Chris.
Who is Donald fucking Duck?
Unfortunately, I cannot accept that.
Fuck.
What?
Darren.
Who is Donald Ferdinand Duck?
That is incorrect as well, I'm afraid. Remy.
Who is Donald Franklin Duck?
That is incorrect, I'm afraid. Might I remind you, you only need to say the first or the last name of the character. You could have just said Donald Duck. But you all added incorrect things. This is Donald Fauntleroy Duck.
I was just
What if you
emphasizing
said
his last
Donald Duck?
name.
That would have worked fine for me. I'd also like to point out at this moment that Remy's actually played this one before. So
Damn it!
all right, Chris, you're still choosing.
Let's go same category for 4.
Always in for a wild ride. JTT. Chris.
Who is Toad?
That is correct. Well done.
What's his actual name?
J. Thaddeus Toad.
Oh. Let's do same
All right,
category
where
for
we headed, Chris?
6.
Which one?
Same category for 6.
Don't talk about this guy. BM. Darren.
Who is Bruno?
That is correct. Well done.
What's his last name?
Bruno Magical.
Mars.
Oh, I'm such an idiot.
All right, Darren, where are we going?
Universal 4.
2017's Get Out was the first feature-length film directed by this man who had previously been a member of a comedy duo. Chris.
Who is Jordan Peele?
Well done.
Yep.
That's
Chris
the right
on
answer,
the
Remy.
redemption score.
Let's do monograms for 8.
I'm working on it, man. Come on, I'm working on it over here.
The Girl Who's Quite Fly. WMAD. Chris.
Who is Darling?
That is correct. Well done. Wendy Moira Angela Darling.
That's the same
Got a
category
hot
for
streak.
1,000.
Finish it out there. A Mousy Physician. DQD. Remy.
Who is Daisy Duck?
That is incorrect, I'm afraid. Any other takers?
What?
Oh, in the nick of time, Darren.
Who is Doc McStuffins?
Also incorrect, I'm afraid. So,
That's a good guess, but she's not a mouse.
Not bad.
from 1987's The Great Mouse Detective, that would be Dr. David.
Dave Dawson.
That was a good $1,000 question.
Thank you. Chris, where we going?
Let's do who's keeping score for 4.
The Disney film this score appears in. Me.
What is Pocahontas?
Well done.
Yeah.
All right, Remy, where are we headed?
Let's go ahead to who's keeping score for 1,000.
The Disney film this score appears in. Aaron,
What is Songs for the South?
I'm afraid that is incorrect. You take after your father, though. Scott,
What is Toy Story?
that's a really good guess. That's incorrect, I'm afraid. Remy,
I didn't buzz. I did not buzz. I did not buzz. That was a phone
it's okay.
mistake.
It's okay.
I have a guess when the timer's up.
Yeah.
All right, for no money or anything.
Go ahead,
John
Remy.
Gibson. Oh,
That,
You know,
that was my second guess.
I was.
Yeah.
I was gonna say Fox and the Hound.
I was gonna
that's not a
say
bad guess either.
I was gonna say either Princess and the Frog or Home on the Range.
Yeah, that was Princess.
It
and
was
the
Princess.
Frog.
Okay.
However, Toy Story is an excellent guess because the score was also written by Randy Newman. All right, I believe it is still Remy's board.
Let's go to World Showcase for 200.
This World Showcase Pavilion originally featured a rather sturdy chimney that would eventually be removed. Thank goodness there's still baklava. Remy,
What is the Morocco Pavilion?
that is correct.
Oh.
I feel like Scott keeps coming in second on all these buzzes.
Every single time. I'm like, click, 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 click.
All right, Remy, where are we going?
600 for Waiting, Waiting, and Waiting.
The queue for this attraction features posters for Genie Sings the Blues, Hades Sings Torch Songs, and An Evening with Wheezy. Darren,
What is PhilharMagic?
Damn it!
that is correct. Well done.
Quick on that too.
I thought this was for some reason I thought PhilharMagic's in Epcot.
No, Philhar Magic's
that's
at Magic Kingdom.
Oh, it was on Waiting, Waiting, Waiting Out World Showcase. Damn it.
All right, Darren, which category?
Let's do Waiting For.
Queue for this Islands of Adventure attraction includes announcements for Mounties as guests wind through a theater. Scott,
What is Dudley Do Right's Rips Off Falls?
yes, that is correct.
If you
Freaking
can,
show
Now we
off.
got a trivia tour about
Yeah.
that on Remy's Roundtable.
if you
Yeah,
don't get, that's the
I-
only reason I knew that. If you don't get, I was gonna say if you don't get the buzz, you should try it on your phone, Scott. But it sounds like you're doing fine now.
He's like,
Let's go.
Scott, where are we going?
Universal Classics 600.
The official Universal Monster series began in 1931 with this film that shares a name with its iconic main character. Darren,
Who is Dracula?
That is correct. Very well done.
Yeah.
I was gonna say Invisible Man. I'm so glad I didn't read that.
All right, Darren.
Let's go back to waiting 8, please.
The cue for this Walt Disney World attraction is the only one remaining in which one can hear Bill Nye's voice. Darren.
What is dinosaur?
That is correct. Excellent work.
Oh, come on. I hit
Now
that.
Darren's going on a tear. Where are we headed, Darren?
Let's finish out the category with 1,000.
Here's the answer.
Oh!
The Daily Double, and it's a video clue. Darren, you have, let me tally it up real quick here. You are at $0. You can wager up to 1,000.
Let's do 1,000.
All right. Wagering 1,000 for our video Daily Double for you alone. Here's your clue. In the queue for the Twilight Zone Tower of Terror, one can spot the book To Serve Man, which was originally featured in an episode of The Twilight Zone. This person wrote the teleplay of the episode in which that book was featured.
Darren's like, what the fuck's a teleplay?
Just go ahead and do the buzzer.
Would be Rod Serling,
Oh.
hosting creator
Rod
of the
Serling
show.
is also the narrator of.
Yeah, I
Twilight
know.
Zone.
Twilight Zone.
You see his face in the video,
But
but
you
did
don't
you know
hear
that
his-
Rod Serling was long dead before that?
Yeah.
Can we kick him out of this chat?
attraction was
It was actually Mark Silverman who recorded the voice of Rod Serling for the attraction.
Correct.
Yeah.
Scott, I didn't realize you were the host.
Well, I just tell you guys anyway.
All right, but Darren, the board is still yours.
Let's do Universal Classics 8.
In 1960, Alfred Hitchcock released his now iconic Psycho, which starred Vivian Leigh as Marion Crane and Anthony Perkins as this folksy motel owner. Darren,
Who is Norman Bates?
that is correct. Well done. All right, Darren, where are we headed?
Who's keeping score 8?
Sophisticated gentleman's keeping score.
The Disney film this score appears in. Me.
Let's. Where is Alice? I'm sorry. Who is Alice in Wonderland?
That is correct. Yes.
Wait. He said who is, not what is. Is that okay?
That's fine, so long as it's in the form of a question.
Okay.
Fun
First
fact
he
on
said where
Jeopardy. you
is.
could-
Really?
There's one guy who always responded with "What's blank." So, like, if the answer was like Al Pacino, he would say "What's Pacino."
Oh, really? That's interesting.
So long as it's any
Nothing
type
What's
of question,
Pacino
you
with
could
you.
say like "Who cares about X?" and that would work.
That's crazy. Cool.
All right, Remy, where are we headed?
Who cares about potables for 400?
Well, Remy, you care about potables. You
Yes,
were
I do. Let's
you
do.
on this whole
Let's
thing.
do 400. Ooh.
Avocado, served at Epcot's Mexico Pavilion, is a special type of this mixed drink. Scott,
What is margarita?
that is correct.
Damn it!
Of course, I get the alcohol question.
It's your favorite drink.
All right, Scott, where are we headed?
It is my favorite drink. Let's go World Showcase for 1,000.
Ooh.
Okay.
The Germany Pavilion currently features little more than a town square, some shops, and an assortment of restaurants, but was originally slated to include a boat ride on this German river as well. Oh, Chris, you should know this.
I know. I when I hear it, I'm gonna know it.
That would be the River Rhine.
Yeah,
the
Rhine.
Rhine River.
I knew it was like one syllable. I
I
couldn't
was
remember
going to
the
guess
name.
the Rhine. Ugh, I'm so mad. I just
Scott, the
need to
board is
guess
still
here.
yours.
Going through a traditional
Sh-
German town. Like I knew everything.
World Showcase 800.
These two historical figures host the American Adventure Show in the pavilion of the same name. Scott?
Who is Benjamin Franklin? And Thomas Jefferson.
That is
oh my God,
incorrect.
I know who it is too.
I'm afraid. Remy, you buzzed in next.
I believe is who is Mark Twain and Benjamin Franklin.
Well done, Remy.
Yes, that.
All right,
So
Remy, where are we
mad I
headed?
blanked.
Who's keeping score for 200?
The Disney film this score appears in. Scott?
What is up?
That is correct. Well
Not
done.
much, you.
Nothing. What's up with you?
Dang it, I wish I thought of that. All right, Scott. You going for the alcohol or the World Showcase?
World Showcase 600, please.
Finish up the category. The Canada Pavilion features this steakhouse in which each section represents one of the country's provinces. Scott?
What is Le Cellier?
That is correct. Scott is now on a tear. I feel like people are going on streaks
Little
with
runs.
this. I respect
It's a game
it.
of
All right,
runs.
Scott, you've got one category left.
Potent Potable 600, please.
Birds of Paradise drink at Universal's Islands of Adventure is served at the Waterhole in an area based on this film.
Ah,
Scott?
shit.
What is Jurassic Park?
Yep.
That is correct. All right, Scott. Got
Potent
two
Potable
choices.
600, please.
That is not an option.
800, please.
Florida education at its finest, ladies and gentlemen. Springfield, USA, at Universal Orlando features a brewery with this name. Remy,
What is Duff Brewery?
that is correct. All right, Remy, one clue left.
Do it. 1,000.
Animal Kingdom's Nomad Lounge features a wine list inspired by the offerings of this country. Remy,
What is Kenya?
that is incorrect, I'm afraid.
Shit.
Darren,
What is Nepal?
I'm afraid that is incorrect as well.
Ooh.
Any other guesses?
I have a random guess after this buzzer.
All right, what's your random guess? Chris?
Zimbabwe?
That is incorrect as well. So this one was actually the country of South Africa.
What is
Also, fun fact
Natazu?
about-
Meltazoo. What is
fact
Cambodia?
about Nomad Lounge, it's getting a new menu coming up soon.
It looks
that-
good.
That was
That
a
you were just
reference
there.
to the Remy's Roundtable when Remy brought that up instead of, I believe it was Galactic, or it was building your own lightsaber.
Build your own light, the real
The real
lightsaber.
lightsabers. Can we get an update before we go into round two?
Yes, I will update the scores.
This is
Normally, where I would
amazing,
do
by the way, the
interviews-
way you do this.
Thank you. Normally, I would do an interview portion here, but I didn't have enough time to come up with something clever for everybody.
I mean,
All right,
you
Chris,
could have
you are
gone
sitting
to.
at a respectable $2,200,
All right.
which would be very respectable even in a traditional game of Jeopardy. Scott, you are out of the hole. You are at $1,200.
Good talk.
Awesome.
Remy has buzzed in so many times. I am
God dang.
going to tally up his score.
How many times I buzzed in? Let's get it off the plate real quick.
How many
Remy?
questions we have?
All right. Remy, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Remy buzzed in 12, almost half of the clues. He is at negative 1,400.
Damn it! See, I knew that was gonna bite me in the butt.
I was so hoping you'd get Mark Twain and not Ben Franklin right.
And Darren, you are at negative 1,200.
Oh,
So
close,
it's a pretty
right?
tight match. all
Yeah.
things considered. And keep in mind, double Jeopardy, the point values are doubled. And there's going to be 2 daily doubles on the board.
Double Jeopardy now in our special exhibition game will bring us these categories.
All right. For our double Jeopardy, we start off with Feeling Loopy at Disney, the normal Wednesday Scott,
Hey,
followed by Opening Day Universal Attractions.
let's go.
Star Tours. I'm going to be taking you on a tour of the galaxy. You have to tell me which planet I'm taking you to.
Mm.
Previewing Epic Universe, a category that may have aged rather poorly in the past year. Disney Renaissance. And, well, Game Master Ryan was supposed to record this video category, but within the 14 months since I asked him, he hasn't done it. Which is why I have about 6 minutes before this episode starts, and I'm now here recording video clues from Florida and Jersey men at the Florida Park. Luckily, I have some friends of mine to help out with this category. All right.
That's good. That is
That's
golden.
really funny.
Remy, since you are in last place right now, you're gonna be selecting our first clue.
Feeling loopy at Disney for 400.
Thank you once again for selecting the great clue. I appreciate it. The land this audio
Ooh,
loop is
cool.
heard in.
What is Dino Land USA?
That is correct. Also, I don't think a year ago edging was a term, but that question was the definition of that. How many times I played through the chorus. Scott, where are we headed?
Let's stay in the same category. 800, please.
All right. Still feeling loopy at Disney. The land this audio loop is heard in. Scott, once again.
What is Frontierland?
That is correct. All right, where are we
Feeling
headed?
loopy for 1200, please.
The subland evocative of a gorilla. This audio loop is heard in. Aaron,
What is Harambe?
that is correct.
Yeah.
Very good. I was going to guess that, but I wasn't.
Yeah, I wasn't too confident.
Darren, you are officially at 0 now. You're officially out of the hole.
Let's
Where are we headed?
go.
Let's do opening day Universal 2000.
Ooh.
That is a daily
Oh
double.
my god.
Yeah.
Once again, you're broke even here, but you can wager up to 2,000. How much are you wagering?
Yeah, I'm gonna do 2000.
All right. 2,000 for you alone. Also, Chris, it looks like you disconnected from
Yeah, I'm joining back now. Go ahead.
A mystery theater show was centered around this television show starring Angela Lansbury.
What is Murder She Wrote?
That is correct. Very well done.
Wow.
That brings you up to $2,000, and the board is still yours.
Yeah, that's gonna be my category. Let's do 1600 for opening day.
The confrontation ride featured a tram headed to this New York island. Chris,
What is Manhattan?
that is incorrect, I'm afraid. Scott,
What is Staten Island?
that is also incorrect, I'm afraid. Remy,
What is Long Island?
I'm afraid that is also incorrect. Not too many islands remain. Aaron,
What is Ellis Island?
that is also incorrect. Bringing everybody down. Believe you all have unfortunately forgotten the Roosevelt Island.
Come on.
Is that a name?
used to-
I didn't even know that.
I used to work at that attraction, and I said the line is literally, I've got a lot of people to evacuate to Roosevelt Island Station.
That's embarrassing for you.
Yes.
I'm telling Jason.
Oh.
All right, Darren, board is still yours.
Let's do 1200 opening day.
A popular spooktacular show featured this large ghost as the grand finale. Scott,
Who is the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man?
well done. That is correct.
He was more of a marshmallow than a ghost.
That was such a great show too.
Let's stay opening day 800, please.
The Jaws attraction was based on the 1975 film, and the shark prop was given this name on the film's set, a name that a Pixar film would later utilize. Darren,
Who is Bruce?
that is correct.
Scott, you didn't know that?
No, I didn't get buzzed in on time.
Ugh.
All right, Darren.
Let's finish out the category.
The ET attraction and opening day ride involves guests traveling on these vehicles. Darren,
What are rocket ships?
that is incorrect, I'm afraid. Scott,
What are bicycles?
that is correct.
No.
Rocket ship.
Wait a minute.
Darren, the ride vehicle.
Wait. No, Ronnie.
In fairness to Darren, opening day, it had both bicycles and spaceships.
Oh, that's
Spielberg
right.
hated it and said it's not true to the movie. You've got to get rid of those spaceship ride vehicles.
And those really suck too.
You didn't remember that they existed. How do you know that they sucked?
I kind of looked at a photo of it earlier today.
Chris, close the link. You've got the link up.
Thank you.
Feeling loopy 1600, please.
Oh, Matt.
I
The
am.
World Showcase country this audio loop is heard in. Me.
Where is Germany?
That is incorrect, I'm afraid. And I will remind you, you've played this before.
Well, you know what? I forgot these answers. All right.
That's okay. That's okay. Scott.
That was my guess.
That's
What is
okay.
Italy?
If you want, you can back out if somebody stole your guess.
What is Italy?
That is incorrect, I'm afraid. Chris.
I never buzzed.
That's okay. That's okay. Aaron.
They stole my guess. I'm backing out.
That is okay as well. Would be the
Really? Hold on one second. I'm joining back my computer because this is not working out for me on my phone. It keeps zooming in. Whenever I. Yeah. Oh wow. Yes. Ah. I was gonna guess Main Street, USA, so I'm glad I didn't. Sunset Boulevard, yeah. Yeah. When is Ravenclaw, Gryffindor, Slytherin, and Hufflepuff? he's really? I didn't change anything. Oh, for some reason you got muted. I have no idea how that happened. We're good now. Let's
right,
go.
go ahead, Chris.
Let's go. Same category for 8.
Hey guys, this is Remy from Remy's Roundtable.
No, it's not.
22. Florida man stole items from Universal Studios by wrapping them up in a blanket with this Christmas-hating Seuss character on it and placing it on the lap of a woman in a wheelchair. Oh wow, a lot of people at once. Remy, you.
Who is the Grinch? Who is the Grinch?
That is correct. Yes. All right, Remy, where are we headed?
We are going to go to, you know what? We're going to go to my favorite attraction at Hollywood Studios. We're going to Star Tours for 400.
See such grand cities as Mos Eisley, partake in some pod racing, and be sure to bring some water. Remy.
What is Tatooine?
That is correct. Well done. Where are we heading, Remy?
You know, screw it. Previewing Epic Universe for 400.
Super Nintendo World will include an attraction based on this gorilla. Remy?
Who is Donkey Kong?
That is correct. Remy's on a bit of a streak now. Where are we heading, Remy?
Epic Universe for 800.
Epic Universe will include a land based on the Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them series, which stars this actor as Wizard Newt Scamander. Remy?
Who is Eddie? Shit, I know his name. Eddie. His first name is Eddie. Who is Eddie?
People, I'll remind you, I need last names, so I'm going to ask you to be more specific.
Eddie Izzard?
That is incorrect, I'm afraid. Darren?
Dang it.
Who is Eddie Redmayne?
That is correct. Well done.
Should have guessed Ed
Eddie
Sass.
Redmayne.
Who the hell was I thinking of?
All right, where are we heading, Darren?
Well, since I'm not allowed to stay in that same category, let's do Star Tours 800.
See some beautiful bogs and wetlands, and be on the lookout for the green frog some have spotted jumping about. Scott?
What is Dagobah?
That is correct. Well done. Or two, Scott.
Let's go previewing Epic 1200.
One Epic Universe land will be centered around this animated film series that includes such characters as Hiccup, Roofnut, and Toughnut. Darren?
What is How to Train Your Dragon?
That is correct. Well done. Fun fact, those last two names are also nicknames for Nick. Aaron, where to?
Florida and Jersey Man, 12.
Hey guys, this is Lewis from the Nerd Archive podcast. In 2018, a New Jersey man threatened to blow up this equestrian-themed Walt Disney World hotel, claiming that he was sent by Al Qaeda. Chris?
What is Saratoga Springs?
That is correct.
Nice job.
I was going to say
job.
Colorado
Good job.
because I thought it sounds the same.
Coronado.
Let's do
Chris,
Star Tours for 16.
That is the Daily Double. Chris, your score is at 2,200 right now. So you are back where you started at the beginning of this round.
What
You
would
can
be a
wager any or all of that?
what would be a true? Okay, let's do all of it. Let's do a true daily double.
All of it. All right, True Daily Double for $2,200. Looking for a warm climate? This small planet is the perfect destination to warm up, so long as you have the high ground.
How is Mustafar?
That is correct. Well done. Bringing you up to $4,400.
Nice job, Chris.
Hold on, how or where?
Why is Mustafar?
And the board is yours, Chris.
Let's do Disney Renaissance for 4.
Smart people stayed away from that one. This actor portrayed Philoctetes in 1997's Hercules. Chris?
When is Danny DeVito?
That is correct.
Let's do the same category for 6. Or is it 8?
It is 8. This Disney Renaissance song features the lyrics, "What would I pay to spend a day warm on the sand?" Remy?
What is the Little Mermaid? Part of your world?
Incorrect. Oh, I'm afraid that's incorrect.
I just said that's the.
All right.
Come on,
Scott,
I
you're up
said
next.
it. I said the Little Mermaid part of your world. Come on now.
Well, you just gave Scott the
Me?
answer, so.
Yeah.
What
did.
is part of your world?
That is correct. Remy, I'm afraid that I ended up stating whether it was right or wrong before you had said part of your world.
It's tough, Remy.
You did pause between after you said Little Mermaid, and then you started saying part of your world after I said no.
Ah. Damn it.
Where to?
Let's stay Disney Renaissance.
For how much?
1200.
This individual performed and sang the majority of the songs on the soundtrack of 1999's Tarzan. Scott?
Where art thou, Phil Collins?
That is correct, yes. I appreciate the Shakespearean phrasing. Now, can you Shakespeareanly choose a category for us?
Let's Disney Renaissance 1600, please.
This 1996 film features such characters as Clopin, Achilles,
Too
and
far.
Laverne.
Too soon. Too soon.
Aaron,
What is the Hunchback of Notre Dame?
that is correct.
Oh,
Well done.
wow.
Wow, I would
Have
have
y'all
been wrong.
seen that mythological hero Achilles Wheel of Fortune clip?
Achilles. Yeah. Heel of a child. Was it Achilles or
Achilles. I think you said Achilles.
Yeah. Didn't he do 3 wrong pronunciations that game?
Think so. Darren, board is yours.
Let's finish out the category.
Finishing out Disney Renaissance for 2000. This character sings the first lines of Mine, Mine, Mine in 1995's Pocahontas.
Remy, you know this.
Remy,
I sure do. Governor Ratcliffe. Who was Governor Ratcliffe?
yes.
Oh, you almost said
Well
he
done.
was. You almost forgot to answer the question.
I was like, shit. That means,
All right, where are we
means
heading, Remy?
we are going to 2000 for Epic Universe.
One land based on the classic Universal monsters might just include this bandaged character, originally played by Claude Rains. Chris.
Who is the Invisible Man?
That is correct. Well done. You didn't
Yeah.
fall into the trap.
At first, I was like,
impressed.
"Wait, is it the Mummy?"
I was gonna say the Mummy. I'm glad you got
Tricky
in
one.
first.
I
Well
figured for
played,
2000
Chris.
had to have been the Invisible Man. Let's go Star Tours for 2.
Take a trip to the city of Canto Bight, and you just might win some credits in the casino or at the racetracks.
Shit. Where's that place?
Ooh, at the last second, Chris.
Where's Tatooine?
That is incorrect. I'm afraid
Really?
Tatooine was already an answer.
I know, but I thought this was Tatooine as well.
No, that's the.
You're thinking pod racing.
Yeah.
I can't remember.
If one featured in episode 8, The Last Jedi, that would be Iconic.
Yeah, I thought it was. I thought it was the pod racing.
But Chris, the board is still yours.
We'll go Star Tours for 12.
Finishing out Star Tours. Tour green plains, rolling hills, and partake in the culture of the Gungans.
Oh fuck.
Darren.
Why is Naboo?
That is correct. Well done.
Yeah.
Knowing all of
Naboo
these
escaped me. I don't
fun
know why.
reasons.
Chris, how cool? How cool would
Alright,
be
Darren, where
to
to?
bet on pod racing?
I'd be broke. I'd be.
Let's finish out Epic Universe.
A Mario Kart attraction will be based on the same named video game, which includes this notorious special cup track set in space. Chris,
Why is Rainbow Road?
that is correct. I think many gamers were asking themselves that. when they picked that name.
Let's go 1600.
David Crockett.
Ron from North Carolina. In 2020, Florida man high on this hallucinogenic drug attacked an Animal Kingdom security guard while in a state of excited delirium and unexpected strength, and was swiftly banned from the resort. For the hallucinogenic drug, Darren.
What is mushrooms?
That is incorrect, I'm afraid. Remy.
What is LCD?
That is incorrect.
Oh crap! I fucked up on the letters.
What is LSD?
That is correct.
LCD's what's on your screen right now, Remy.
That is incredible.
You know, I'm gonna,
Alright,
I'm gonna pause real quick. Hold on.
We'll just one clue left. We'll finish out the round here.
Yeah.
Wait, he's taking more tequila.
Oh.
Okay, I'm good.
This is Christian Cardoza from Studio 21, the base. And Angel Hernandez, if you're out there, you better not be. In 2015, a Florida man who stated that Jesus always comes first in his life and was staying at Disney's Pop Century Resort, which includes a statue of this character standing on a barrel of turpentine, joked that he could build a meth lab in his room before room service would arrive. He was banned from the resort and was quoted as saying that he should have joked about an atomic bomb instead.
Who is me?
That is
Yeah,
incorrect.
we're looking for the character standing on the bottle of turpentine at Pop Century.
What is turpentine?
Oh. Shit. Yeah.
The takers for Chris Cardoza's clue, that would be Roger.
Roger
Rabbit.
Rabbit.
Oh.
At the end of the double Jeopardy round, I'm going to get an idea of what the scores are here.
This was a fun one.
This was really fun.
This was
Ryan.
fun.
All right, 6,400 for Chris. A very respectable score. Scott, you are also in the positive. You are at 5,200. You could beat
Ooh.
Chris.
Of course, I'm in the negatives.
Yeah, Remy, you are at negative 6,200.
Knew that.
Darren, you are at 2,000.
Hell yeah.
So, Remy, so that you can play Final Jeopardy, we're going to give you $100 to wager with. Everyone else, you know where you're at for your scores?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Sure do.
Excellent. In that case, then, for Final Jeopardy, as a reminder, I'm going to show you the category. Then what you're going to do is you are going to make a wager, and then when I show you the clue, you're going to have to type up your clue and send it to me. I'll give you a little bit extra than the 30 seconds of the clock to do so.
Wait, how do we send it to you on?
You should be able to send it to me in Discord. I think the only
Yeah.
person I'm not friends with
Yeah,
is
okay.
Darren. But Darren, since we're both in the No New Friends Discord, you should be able to find me in there to send me your wager and your answer. The category that you're going to be working with today is Park Connections. Bit of a vague one to go on. So go ahead, take a look at how much money you'd like to wager. Again, Chris, you have $6,400. Scott has $5,200. Remy's wagering with $100, and Darren with $2,000. So it really is anybody's game.
Where are we typing in with the wagers?
You can
Discord.
just type that in
just
to
texted
Discord,
you.
or you can text me, Chris, Remy, and Scott. You guys all have my phone numbers.
Yeah,
So.
because
Either one works. Darren, I
send,
did get yours, so that is all
Perfect.
good.
I'll send to you in Discord.
okay, there you
And
are.
I think Dane is watching live right now. Shout out to Dane. What you sent me was very, very funny.
All right, Remy, you ready to buzz in?
What? I'm...
Alright, I am still waiting on wagers from Scott. And
Yeah, you're waiting for
from-
me.
Wait,
Yeah,
hold
we know
on.
we're waiting for you.
Swear, if
There you
Remy
go.
wins this thing betting for only $100,
All right, I just sent you mine in Discord, Ryan.
Excellent. I got yours, Scott.
Who's Ryan?
I've got. There we go. See, I've got Darren's. I've got Chris's here. Just waiting on Remy's.
I did. I sent you in Discord.
You did?
Yeah.
Where? Did you send it to me over,
Messages?
Ryan?
I sent it to you. Send it to RJ.
Did you send it to my old account?
Oh shit, I did. Damn it.
Remy, you can just say it out loud.
Yeah, you could just tell me, Remy.
$100.
Okay, I respect that.
Okay.
All right.
I'm sorry. I
Wagers
guess
are in.
Oh, hold on. It said ads inserted. Is there an ad right now for anybody?
Yeah, there's
No.
an ad right now.
All right, give us
All
a
right,
second.
then we will.
Damn.
And then once the ad is
Well, they can skip.
done, I will let you all know.
No, you can't
Read
skip
the
this one.
clue very, very carefully.
Okay.
Make sure you know exactly what the clue is looking for.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, go ahead.
Like, let me know once the ad's done.
Yeah, you're good.
All right. Here is your clue. The Universal Orlando Resort features 3 attractions based on a film series that references this Disney attraction in its first film. You have 30 seconds.
Whoa, you're gonna have to give us more than 30 seconds. There's so many words.
Yeah, give us a minute.
I'll play the song twice.
Okay, thank you. How do we send you our guesses? We just text it to you again?
Discord.
Okay.
Discord. All right, we're
I
starting
definitely
with Remy
misspelled it, Ryan.
Archard in last place right now. Remy, let's see what you wrote down. Remy, you said, what is Jaws? I'm afraid that is incorrect. You wagered
Ah,
$100, leaving you with $0 for today.
that game over.
Next up, we head to Darren Maffei over on the podium here. Darren said, what is Web Slingers? I'm afraid that is incorrect as well. You wagered $1,999, leaving you with $1. Next, we head over to Mr. Scott Maffei. Scott said, what is Pirates of the Caribbean? That is correct. So,
What the-
Universal Orlando features the 3 attractions based on a film series, that being Jurassic Park. The first Jurassic Park film references Pirates of the Caribbean. They specifically state that the pirates don't come out of the attraction and kill the people.
I
What?
did not
You wagered
figure that
all
out till the
48
last second.
You wagered all $4,800, leaving you with $9,600, which means it all comes down to Chris Yob here. Chris, you said, what is Pirates of the Caribbean? We know
There
that's correct.
it is.
And Chris, let's see how much you wagered. You wagered $1,100, leaving you with $7,500, and making Scott Maffei winner from a miss wager from Chris.
You know what's
So, Scott,
funny?
congratulations, Chris. I'm sorry, your losing streak on Jeopardy continues.
You know what's funny, Scott, is I was like, Scott definitely is gonna double down here, right? But I could either see you going for 0 or for everything. And I was like, let me do 1,100 just in case we're both wrong. Or just in case I'm wrong, you know what I mean? It's 0 and 11.
I was close to that strategy as well. I just wanted to make sure that I beat Remy.
That's why I left $1.
Well, I left $200 on there, so at least I would tie him if he got it right.
That was really hard
Yeah.
to read.
That was it was a great question.
Yeah, really
And
good.
it took me a while because I'm thinking, okay, it's an attraction. There's 3 attractions. What movie film has 3 attractions? And I was stuck on Harry Potter. So I was just gonna like, oh, it's a small world, I guess. I was really, and then I was like, okay, let me think about Disney attractions. Pirates of the Caribbean, Jurassic Park. Ian Malcolm says it. I loved it. That was great.
Well,
I
this is
just
the
took an
first time
educated guess
we
on
have
that.
played the Jeopardy game where somebody has gotten Final Jeopardy correct.
Really?
Yeah, so as I
Yeah.
recall, I forget how the Patreon version, but I'm pretty sure no one got that one. The Diz His, it was Round Table as a reference to Remy, and nobody got that. And then for Remy's little behind-the-scenes bit, everybody ended up in the negative except for Nicole, and so I changed the Final Jeopardy question to make it easier, to make it like clear that it was Fort Wilderness, and I don't think anyone got it after I changed it either.
Nope.
But
We all
Nicole
we
still
all
crushed
missed
that
it.
version. Yeah. But regardless, you all played very, very well. Well done.
That
y'all.
was awesome.
Thank you so much for staying this late, SG.
Yeah.
Man, thank
Getting a
you
lot of
so much. I'm
props
so
in the
sorry it
chat
took
as
so
well.
long, but it was worth the wait.
It was so worth it. It was so much
And
fun.
having Remy on here was much better than if we would have done it a year ago with Mary.
Oh, absolutely.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Well, it would have been a two-person game at that point.
Well, that's true. That's true. You would have never known. You would have never known.
Thank you for getting all dressed up too.
Yeah, Chris, I do
Yeah,
have.
I figure I have to. You know, this is, it's tradition at this point. I dress up for the Jeopardy games.
But I guess
So-
there's only one question left that I will ask, and that is, Scott, you have any summaries for us?
I actually do have a couple. Very, very few. All right. Sophisticated Gentleman surprised me tonight by showing up. Again, Sophisticated, thank you so much for showing up. Showing up when I didn't want you to. I thought that was kind of Darren's thing.
Wow.
Stupid son of a bitch.
So Game Master Ryan really dropped the ball on recording videos for Jeopardy. Now, dropping ball is not something I really know much about.
Oh, I get it.
Oh, boy.
And lastly, Sophisticated Gentleman has worked very hard to put together this game, this game of Jeopardy. We had a great time, and also he kept track of how long it's been since he created it, and we also finally got to play it. Sophisticated, tell me you're a virgin without telling me you're a virgin.
Oh my god.
Ouch.
Heart you, buddy. I love you, buddy. Those are my summaries.
What is this, Remy's Roundtable now? Man over.
Hey, SG, thank you so much for coming on and hosting this. This was so much fun. This was like
was
this.
so
I
much fun.
genuinely
Glad
had
that
a
it
lot of fun.
Finally happened.
Yeah, I
Yes.
genuinely had a lot of fun. That was
Genuinely.
that was awesome. I love the mix of Disney and Universal questions. It
Oh,
was
That's what Scott specifically asked me to do on a Twitch stream. Fun fact: this was before after Dark was created. This was I think the Bubba Joe football when Remy would still come on there. So Remy would come on that night, and Scott asked me, like on the Twitch stream. Meanwhile, I'm typing in the chat. Scott's like, "Hey, can you make me a game?" And then Remy pops in, and Remy's like, "Hey, could you make me a game too?" And so I made
That's right.
NNF and Roundtable games at the same point. And so I text Remy and Scott at the same time, like, "Hey, your games are completed." Ghosted by Scott. Remy's like, "Oh yeah, we're gonna play this upcoming week on Tuesday." Remy has two guests scheduled to the show that I don't know. So I show up, and there's all these people that I've never met. I think one guy left like 10 minutes in. It was a very confusing time, but I respected it. I did consider when I was filming the Remy video for this tonight as well, do it with my shirt off, but I didn't have any popcorn.
Oh, well, seriously, well done, and props to Darren for emphasizing the fact, emphasizing this game night because this wouldn't have happened.
Shout out to Darren.
Wow.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Scott,
Darren
you
gets
just
it.
here.
Darren Darren gets the bits.
Yeah.
You know, like we all kind of get the bits, no, but Darren gets the bits. He gets the bits before we realize it's even a bit.
I live
And he's like, that's the bit.
Remy, don't you fucking dare.
What?
What's he doing?
He's holding his tequila, just pondering.
Do it
I'm,
again.
I'm thinking. That's what I'm thinking about doing, actually.
Don't think, just swallow.
Yeah. I'm not going to spit. Yeah, that's good.
Sophisticated. This is such a great meeting. Great chance to meet you.
Yeah, this is so exciting. I finally get to meet Darren.
Been a
And
fan for so
instead of like
long.
being able to like chat with him, get to know the guy, like we're playing Jeopardy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like your dream opportunity to meet anybody, I feel like. It's just in a,
Yeah,
setting
this
of Jeopardy.
This
For
is
both
true.
of you, yeah. Because Darren's a big fan of Travels and Tribulations. And
I'm a
what
big
you
fan of
do.
Darren on the show. Feeling is mutual.
Darren.com.
All right, guys. Well, this has been fun. This has been obviously an unorthodox After Dark, but one that was much needed because next week we're going to talk about probably death. So,
Probably close to it.
yeah, we do peaks and valleys here. So next week we need like a valley, like when you dig too far in Minecraft, you just fall into the lava and you die. Mike Slutsky will probably understand that reference. Probably no one else will. Anyway. Thank you guys all so much for watching tonight. Thank you to everyone who joined. Remy, thank you. Legend, thank you for coming in here. I know you love to come on the show because it's the only chance you get to come during the week. So
Wow. Okay. Okay.
So I'm really happy that you got to be here. SG, as always, not as always, you don't do this ever. Thank you so much for coming on tonight and doing this. Darren and Scott. Darren, I love you. Scott. All right, thank you guys so love you, Scott. Thank you guys so much for watching. Appreciate you guys. This will air in like 48 hours live on YouTube. You guys got to see it first. Why? Because you paid for it. Love you guys. We'll see you next time.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
I think we'll do it like a week out.
Sounds good to me.
So like, I'll